Restaurants across the city and country have been hit particularly hard during the pandemic, and like many other businesses, they face shutdowns and restrictions because of COVID-19. A new documentary called Restaurant Hustle 2020, All on the Line, takes an intimate look at the impact of the pandemic on the restaurants of four chefs familiar to viewers of Food Network and this broadcast. Christian Petroni is one of the chefs in the film, and he joins us right now. Bronx native, friend from the Boogie Down. It is so good to see you this morning, Christian.
That's what we used to do in the Bronx when we used to call our friends.
Christian and I grew up down the block from each other, but I'm 100 years older than he is. I want to get into this film because I don't know if people really understand the scope of this. The food industry makes up about 20% of the workforce in this country. It is something that you all in the food industry, you dedicate your entire lives to. And one of the people that's in the film with you is Marcus Samuelson, and he says it took him 25 years to build a restaurant empire and 10 days for it to crumble. And his voice really resonates in the film as well as yours, and that was sort of a motif that carried through the film. And I wonder if that's something that you thought about and how you carried that with you when you made this film.
Yeah, well, Mari, so good to see you. So good to see everybody. I love you guys. I'm a big fan, as you know. I got to tell you, it has been. We got the call. It was so early in the game, and it was like 12 o'clock at night, and Guy Fieri calls me, which at 12 o'clock at night isn't the most weird thing. But literally 2 days later, we were self-documenting, and this is really even before we went into the full-blown shutdown. So we were able to catch this whole crazy ebb and flow of what's been going on. So the true answer is, like, looking back, we can comment on it, but in the moment, just treading water.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember you said, they put Guy, who I know is a friend of yours and a mentor, he puts a camera in all of your hands and says, just go. One moment in particular, which really resonated with me, was when you and your wife Sherry and the kids go visit Grammy and Poppy. And it is a moment in the film where you're in the car and you get very emotional, but it also just proved that you're an incredibly resilient person, because the next scene, you're out making pizzas for people at Bridgeport Hospital. So how do you stay so positive? Is that something that is just infused in the food culture?
Yeah, I think, please, look at all these restaurants, pizza joints, delis, Chinese food restaurants. I mean, you name it. Everyone that is struggling to survive and at the same time has been out there struggling to help, right? So that was always something that was like really important to us, and that's really, I think that is a common bond that we have with our sisters and our brothers that are in this industry. And even though I am recently out of that specific industry, now I feel like I have more of, dare I say, a responsibility to speak out for all these folks that make up such a huge chunk of America's workforce, not just the restaurants, but the people that supply the restaurants, the people that fix the equipment, the people that make the linen. I mean,
everybody. It is, I think that, and that's the thing, the supply chain is so vast, bigger than any of us could possibly imagine. What would you like the people in the tri-state area, because I know you grew up with PIX11, what do you want folks to know moving forward and looking forward? Because things seem to change every day. As you know, here in New York City, there's no more indoor dining. But what do you want to say to folks in the food industry that you've worked with personally or friends? What do you want them to know about what's come, what the future lies?
Listen, we need to find the thing that got us into this industry in the first place, and that's like the burning passion to be able to make people happy and to be able to nourish your community, whether it is with food or with knowledge, right? So find that, take it, and run with it, because that is the one thing that you have going for you. If you're a chef, a cook, a restaurant owner, whatever it is, a bartender, you're not doing that just for a paycheck. I promise you. You are in this industry because, yeah, you need to support your family, but you'd be doing something else if you couldn't handle this. So find that fire, find that passion, and like walk with it in front of you, and we can get through this together. We can do this. Let's stay positive. We're all out there trying to do our part.
Christian Petroni, it is so good to hear your voice. Thank you so much for joining our broadcast this morning and for being a part of such an important documentary. By the way, it is called Restaurant Hustle 2020, All on the Line. It is premiering December 27th on Food Network. I love you. There she is. Let's see the kitty.
Yeah, she's repping the gabagoolshop.com. You know, this is my Toby boy. Mwah, I love him so much.
Yes.
Adopt, don't shop.
Oh my gosh, adopt, don't shop. I mean, just when I thought I couldn't love you enough. We'll see you soon, my friends.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. I need that sweatshirt. Where'd he get that? I need that.
He made it.
Gabagool.
That is his
hidden,
thing.
though.
He's the only shirt to
Gabagool.
say Gabagool.